Yeah, hello guys. So today I'm about to change the fuel ejector of this car. I'm having problems with the sixth ejector. So to get to the ejector of this car, I have to take off this air filter. Need to take off also the cover of the engine. By the time I have that taken off, then I can expose where the ejector is. By removing this clip over here. Okay, so once you've done that, then you go ahead and remove this screws here for the engine cover. Bitches be coming, be rolling. I'ma be rolling them sticky. I'm a lyrical shit. Niggas be coming to me. My name is Mr. B. I'm a Dr. B, the only PhD in this room. You don't fuck with me, you a nigga. I'ma fuck you up big time. So, one major problem with all those BMs is the ejector. If you have the money, buy a quality ejector. Otherwise, you may need to be changing ejector almost every time. So here, you need to disconnect some of the vacuum lines here to allow the cover hasn't come off completely. Did I just remove this one? You removed it, sir. Which means I didn't even plug this one. Okay, hold the camera. You don't mess with me, I'ma mess you up. You don't mess with me, so as you can see, already, this place is exposed, and these are the ejectors. Okay? The closer they are to you, the easier to remove, but the farther they are from you, it becomes more difficult. So for me to get to the sixth ejector, which is giving problems, I have to take off the air filter. Take off this bar here for me to have easy access to it. Hold this. So also you have to take this air filter off. To take the air filter off, just apply a moderate amount of force. It's clipped on the intake valve manifold, so just apply slight pressure to take it off. So as you can see now, I have the number 6 injector, exposed after getting all the obstacles, preventing me from accessing it away. So this is where I need to get to and remove the injector on number 6. This is going to be very difficult. Why? Because it's buried deep inside. So for me to get this guy off, I have to disconnect this fuel supply to the ejector. Beware that this is under high pressure, so you need to be very careful when removing this, because the fuel is going to spurt out. So to prevent the fuel from staining the whole engine, I would advise that you put some sort of rag here
to absorb any fuel that spatters out. Record. So focus on this place. Okay, I guess the fuel pressure is not too much here now. And I guess it's because I've had the car packed since yesterday. But normally, if you're doing this after just driving the car, the fuel pressure here will be very high. You find fuel gushing out here. So you need to be very careful so that the fuel doesn't splash into your eyes or make a mess, within the engine. Okay. So we remove this too. Need to be very careful so that I don't break anything. Because this cars, some of the components are very fragile. So you need to be extremely careful. Okay, so another thing I want you to note is this holder here. Okay, so this is the holder I was talking about. So I've taken it off now. And from what I can see here, this appears to be my problem. I don't know whether you can see. This is actually very loose. I made it loose, okay? So I don't know what made it loose like this. But I believe since the injector wasn't properly seated in the engine, that's why I was having the problem. Okay, so let me try and get this out. All right, so this is the ejector for cylinder 6. So let me just try and inspect it to know whether the injector has a problem or the issue I was having was as a result of it not sitting properly in the engine. So as you can see, this ejector looks messy, okay? Very messy. I think I'm having to have carbon deposits in the engine. Of course, I'll try and do that later. I'll try and see how I can clean the carbon by using some sort of decarbonizer. Okay, as you can see, it's looking so dirty. So this might either be the cause of a problem, or it may be because it wasn't sitting very well in the engine. So to get to the ejector of this car, I have to take off this air filter. Need to take off also the cover. So as you can see, this is my problem, okay? This is a clip that ensures that the injector sits properly. So this is broken, so this has to be fixed. Unfortunately, I don't know where to get this now, so I'll try and see if I can hold this with a glue until I can figure out where to get this clip. So I'm sure this is a problem. Without this, the injector doesn't sit properly into the hole in the engine. So I've applied glue onto this, and hopefully this should hold until I can get another clip. So what I'm also going to do is to add a Teflon tape, okay, to provide a better seal, okay, and to prevent a possible pullout of the clip. So as you can see, I have my Teflon tape, and I ensured that the clip can still roll rather. Okay. So I'm just gonna note the number on the injector so that I can code it in later. So fingers crossed, let me try and install it back. Alright, so I have the injector back into the engine. Okay, so fingers crossed. Let me try and start the car, but before I start the car, let me code in the injector number. Okay, so I'm about to code the injector number into the DME. Okay, unfortunately, I won't be able to show you that because I'm going to be using the same phone I'm using for recording to connect to the scanner. So this is the wireless part of the scanner, and I'm going to connect that to the OBD2 port on the car. Okay, so I'm going to be using the Hotel Maxi AP200. Okay, so I go to Services, and I go to Injector mode, select the car, BMW. Okay, so you select automatic registration so that it can automatically read the parameters of the car. Okay, fine. So you hit OK. As you can see here, the parameters of the car have been automatically read and displayed by the software. So you click yes.
I'm coming from the hood.
So it takes a while for you to communicate with the DMA.
I'm coming from the hood to take over the world, nigga. I'm coming from the hood. I'm coming from the hood. I'm coming from the hood to take over the world. Yeah. I've been coming down, doing big things. Everywhere I go, they wanna know who I am. I keep telling them I'm the boy from the hood. What about to do big things, nigga? They keep wondering where he's from. Here's the boy from the hood, doing big things, doing great things, talking big things, flying big class. 5-star hotel, nigga. Mercedes-Benz, nigga. Jaguar, Range Rover, you can come and see in my garage, nigga. Yeah. Big crips, doing big things. Flying around the world first class.
You select hot function.
Be doing big things. Bitches everywhere.
On-steep compensation.
Yeah.
Continue. Was a new DME installed? No. Okay, so this shows you the current values for the injector in each of the cylinders. As you can see, there are cylinders 1 to 6 here. So the one I'm interested in changing is cylinder 6. So I hit continue. So F2, hit on F2 to enter new adjustment values. F2. So here you select the cylinder number. In my case, is 6. Hit OK. So here now I can enter the value. So let me try and get the value from where I have it saved on my phone. Okay, so I have 585,233. 585,233. 585,233. Let me just confirm again. 585,233. Great. All right, okay. Do you wish to enter new values for all the cylinders? No. All right, so I have to save the new value now. So to do that, just hit on F1. Yes. Okay, switch off terminal 15. So I'll do that. Then hit on continue. Switch on to terminal 15. Okay, so you do that. Hit continue. So you have the value saved. So I can just exit this menu. Yes. Yes. So of course, before you can take this air cleaner out, you have to first start. All right, now, so this is the moment of truth. I've coded in the injector number, so I need to start the car. So the car may not start immediately, because the fuel supply is dry, so it'll take a while before it comes up. Okay, so I think everything looks good. Okay, so, the check engine number is still showing, but I can definitely clear that from the memory of the ECU. So I need to go check for leaks. Obviously there's a leak here. There's a leak here. So I have to sort this out. So everything appears okay. No leaks. My RPM is good. My idle is very, very stable. So the next thing is for me to just take a test drive and see how the car, performs. And I'll update you guys. All right, guys, so I'm test driving the car now. So as you guys can see, the car moves very well right now. I have very smooth transition. All the hesitations that I was experiencing in the past, everything has disappeared totally. So the car performs very well. I get enough power whenever I demand for power. So the car, overall runs very, very smooth as of right now. And the acceleration is something else. So guys, if you're having problems with your BMW engine in terms of as a movement, in terms of hesitation, I would definitely advise you to look at, the ignition line. That is talking about the coil, the spark plugs, and most importantly, the ignition. And I can tell you, if you can fix any one of this or all of this, you will definitely, restore performance back to your BMW's engine. So thank you for watching. Yeah.
from the hood. I'm a coming from the hood to take over the world, nigga. I'm a coming from the hood. I'm a coming from the hood. I'm a coming from the hood to take over the world. Yeah, I've been coming down, doing big things.